Well, before the break, we gave you a quick look at this thing over here. I don't know if you can see it. You've probably never seen anything like it. This thing is brand new.
It's a game changer in the realm of non-invasive prostate imaging, available in Omaha through ScanMed.
Yeah, Dr. Randy Jones is the company's president and CEO. Good morning,
it's
Doctor.
Nice
How are
to meet you?
Good morning.
This looks like something out of iRobot or something like that. We'll get to this in a second, but would you describe your background?
Certainly. Well, first off, I'm not an MD. I only play one on TV. It's one of the only opportunities at that.
Right. Got a joke.
I'm a PhD electrical engineer with a postdoc in MR physics. I started a company, ScanMed, several years ago, and in about 2011 saw the opportunity to significantly improve prostate detection. And we finally have finished this project. We have a United States patent on it. It has Food and Drug Administration approval, and we are out marketing it through the world.
So how does it work? We're focusing on this blue piece. As cool as the mannequin is, the real story is this. So how does it work?
That's right. Well, this is an MRI, a magnetic resonance imaging antenna. And what that does is it greatly accentuates the signal coming back from the human body from the area that it's around, surrounding.
So in this case, the prostate.
In this case, the prostate, and really any anatomies within the pelvic region. So it works very well for women's cancer as well.
Can you explain how it works? And we're looking at this video. It's kind of a demonstration of how it's working.
Yeah, what we're showing there is we're simulating the setup of this. This is actually an instructional video for our customers at hospitals and imaging facilities. And he's showing the positioning of this prostate antenna on a volunteer. And what it is he's laying on the MRI table, if you will, before it would go into the inside of the MRI system. Everyone understands the MRI system is a huge magnet with a tube in it, and you go into the tube to get into the magnetic field. So that's what this does, is it accentuates the signal coming back from that MRI operation, if you will, and delivers a lot better signal quality. Therefore, you get a lot better diagnostic resolution. The radiologist now has a much higher degree of confidence that he's seeing the cancer.
Instead of what happens before this technology?
Yes, before this, you had two choices. You either went in with a general coil, a body coil. These are called coils for MRI. You would go in with a general one that didn't have enough sensitivity to really detect that cancer, or...
So you were missing things.
You would miss things.
Okay.
Yeah, or the alternative is, there has been a product out for the last probably 10, 15 years that's an endorectal probe. As the name would imply,
that's invasive.
It's an antenna that's stuck into the rectum right up next to the man's prostate to greatly accentuate the signal coming from there. But you can imagine there's been a lot of pushback from the male patients about having that opportunity.
I don't have to imagine. I understand that clearly.
And you know what breaks my heart about that is then they're not getting the care they may need.
Well, that's absolutely
because they're
true.
So turned off by the idea of getting to the diagnosis.
There's overwhelming statistics out there that prove that that's actually what's happening, is that men just don't put up with this. This is a lifesaver. The big point is you have to have early detection of prostate cancer. It is a very preventable, curable disease. Not preventable, but curable. And the whole key is detect it early. And that's what our mission has been, is to bring prostate screening to the masses. Low cost, deliver it.
It's huge.
And so what does it mean? How much earlier can you detect it?
We can detect a lesion the size of my fingertip, just a few millimeters across. And at that stage in the game, it's not a life-threatening thing at all. It's something that can be treated properly. Unfortunately, even the treatment in the United States is still behind in the world theater. A lot of times the only treatment options that men are given is total removal of the organ, which renders a man rather in a bad situation, incontinent or impotent or both. If you detect it early enough, then you can use more state-of-the-art treatments that are not FDA approved yet, but you can get laser ablation, high-frequency focused ultrasound ablation. You can treat that cancer early.
This is amazing to me. This is a world's first.
Yes, it is.
This isn't just about Omaha and a local story. This could affect lives across
Absolutely.
the globe. Where is it available now, this technology?
We have it in some of the world's top 25 research institutions. We have it in the Netherlands, we have it at UCLA, we have it at Duke, and we're installing it at the Mayo Clinics.
So this is still on the cutting edge. So there's still a
Right
lot
out
of places,
front.
still a lot of places where ScanMed, you need to get it.
That's right.
As a patient, is that a question I could ask of my doctor if I'm going in, or somebody has said, I feel like we need to check your prostate health?
Right.
As a patient, what can you do about getting this instead of something else?
That's a very good question. And what I do to answer that is I say, ask your doctor, first off, get your PSA. There's a lot of controversy about prostate-specific antigen as a test, as an early screen. That is a very valid early warning indicator that you may have prostate cancer. So men, if you're over 40, get the test. If that PSA is elevated to anything close to 4 or above, you need to get an MRI. And I'm in a controversial zone here because insurance industry does not want to hear that. All right, but this is a definitive measurement. You can detect that cancer early, and you can do it absolutely painlessly and non-invasively.
Do you envision a day where, I guess, every male has one of these ScanMeds
Absolutely.
at some point, depending on whatever age they are?
1 in 6 males have prostate cancer on this planet today. 1 in 6. And 1 in 6 of those will die of prostate cancer if we don't change the paradigm.
This is one piece of technology. Anything else coming from you at ScanMed?
We have a large selection of very innovative MRI antennas. We have a ultra flexible blanket coil for wrapping around babies and really improving the diagnostics of them.
Wow, it's so cool. And to think you're in Omaha. ScanMed.com, that's the website, and you see contact information on the screen now. Thank you so much for joining us today,
Really neat
Randy.
Thank you,
stuff.
Mary.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks a lot.
Pleasure.
Next.